Alrighty then, so I changed my mind. I realized that it is too cold. I have on my gloves now, but I just think it's really cold and I don't want to lose my grip on the selfie stick. So here we are once again on the chest harness. Now it is March, and so the person that was on the skateboard all in green, well, she's got the spirit. We are in Union Square. Gosh, it's so cold. That's really the truth. Okay, so straight in front of us we have Whole Foods Market at DSW. We have a Capital One, and I wanted to let everyone know that periodically they have these bonuses for signing up with their checking account. They can offer up to even $400 for signing up with their checking account according to their rules. So basically you have to do 2 direct deposits from your employer in a certain amount of time, and then at a certain point they will reward you with $400. If anyone was wondering, what does New York smell like? Isn't that a funny thing? When I think of Rome, I often think of car exhaustion as what does Rome smell like. When I think of New York, I never really thought of what did it smell like. But most recently, it smells like marijuana, if you are wondering. Now, the title of this building says Union Square Savings Bank. I have never been in this bank. This bank has a lot of areas that are boarded up. I think from the looks of it, it could be entirely closed. But I will take a moment to let you see the beauty of the architecture. Now, I didn't have a destination for this trip. A friend of mine said, I'm nearby, I'm in a car, I'll pick you up and we can chit chat until we get to the destination. I was like, well, cool. So that's why on a freezing March evening, I am here in Union Square. And it actually turned out to be a wonderful bonus because I thought I was just going to do a bit of the neighborhood. So if you know me personally, I love to read. And if there was a job where all you had to do was read and people would pay you, man, would I sign up. I find that books are always more interesting than most people. Now, why do I say that? Because even though people are interesting, most of the time they're not willing to take the time to really reveal everything that they know. I mean, I guess who has the time? But the idea is that oftentimes our life is on the surface. We're living on the surface. Hey, how's it going? How was your job? Okay, cool. See you later. Bye. But when you read a book, that author, who is a person that you might not ever get to meet, they take the time to really tell you the depth of whatever they're thinking. Whether you agree with what they're thinking or not, they're going to share it with you. Now I'm going to lean back and try to get the top of the buildings as well. And this time I'm going to go a little bit slower. And there, directly in front of me, I think I'm going to make a purchase. I ordered a book on Amazon and it did not appear. Things happen. Post office has a lot of struggles these days. Part of the struggle is people aren't using the post office, and then part of the struggle is that with COVID, there's lots of reasons why a postal person might not want to work during this time. They might have their own fears, which is totally understandable. But because of that, my book didn't show up. So here's a bookstore. And guess what? I think I'm going to go in the bookstore, take a pause, go in the bookstore, and buy a book.